What's going on, YouTube fam? Hey guys, it's Ben. Thank you so much for checking out my channel once again. I really appreciate it. And today I'm going to tell you what the best side hustles are in 2019. So first and foremost, I think it's really important that we define what exactly a side hustle is. Basically, you consider a side hustle a second job or a part-time job or something that you do outside of your full-time income. Maybe you don't have a full-time income, so maybe you're doing a few different side hustles or something like that. But generally, it's a hustle that you do on the side of something else where you're gaining extra income. It's a good way to make some money, and it's a definite good way to get your foot into entrepreneurship, learn the ins and outs of actually being your own boss, things like that. So I would definitely highly encourage people that are maybe really young watching this channel, or people that are working full-time jobs that aren't ready to launch a full-time entrepreneur, business, capital-based, whatnot, to start a side hustle. So here are some ideas. The first one is a super classic. It's one I've done myself several times, many years in the past, but flipping things on Craigslist, eBay, Amazon, you name it. For me, it was namely iPhones and Samsung phones and whatnot, electronics, gadgets, whatnot. That sort of thing. I would buy them, resell them, sometimes off of wholesale sites, some from auction, some from just other people, and then I would just mark them up $50 and resell them. Nobody knows how much you paid, nobody knows where you got something from, so you can constantly just mark things up, resell them, and make profit doing that. And there's tons of platforms for this: Amazon, eBay, Craigslist. Craigslist is super easy, but you do have to meet people in person. Amazon is also very effective. However, there is a lot of competition. eBay is also a really good one, but it's very price driven. So sometimes it's hard to get your price where you want it to be to make an effective profit. All right, so let's say you have a high gas efficiency car or something like that. Go with rideshare. Be an Uber or Lyft driver. This is a really simple side hustle for 2019. It's nonstop demand. Everybody needs a Lyft or an Uber. I literally know people that use Uber to get to work every single day, every morning, and they get home from work that way. People are using Lyft and Uber all day long, so you will never have a shortage of work. This is definitely a really easy side hustle considering it's app-based, so it's basically turnkey. You hop in the car, you get it approved by Uber or Lyft, and you're off to the races, and you can just work as little or as much as you want at any hour of the day. So this is a really good side hustle, and probably a really cool one for places that don't have a lot of Ubers or Lyfts working. I live in Seattle and they're everywhere, but if you live somewhere in Texas where they're sparse, maybe you can be one of the few people out there that are doing it and get a lot of demand and have all the rides. So that's a really good side hustle. All right, so the next one is going to be for people that have homes or condos that allow this, or even apartments that allow this, but renting out a spare bedroom on Airbnb or VRBO or something like that for travelers or visitors. So basically, you need to have your room all set up to code. You need to get it advertised on Airbnb.com, set a price rate for it, and hopefully you live somewhere that's in demand. And this can be a really easy side hustle because you could book out that extra room every weekend practically for 2 days or throughout the week or whenever you want, and you can basically make free money and potentially even earn your rent back. So this is a super easy side hustle for people that have homes or condos that allow this kind of thing. And you do need to look into that because there are strict regulations on whether or not you can rent out rooms in condos and apartments. All right, so you've probably seen this one a billion places on Facebook, but starting a Facebook social media ads management agency of some sort. So basically doing Facebook ads for people or running their social media pages. This could be for you if you're sitting around with your laptop and you just want to kind of check on their sites and update their sites and make posts, respond to people, do things like that. You could do this on LinkedIn for people. You could do this on Facebook, Instagram. You could basically manage everything social media for them, and you can actually charge a pretty penny for this. I've seen people charge $1,000 a month to do this, up to $2,500 a month, depending on what quality of services that you offer to someone that manages their social media. Most people in 2019 that are around the age group that is probably watching this channel know how to do all that stuff, and they know how to do it really easily. So it's a super easy side hustle for you to get into. If you haven't heard about Upwork.com or Fiverr.com, these are outsourced websites where basically you can pretty much take any task or any job that you want and go find someone on there to do it for you. For instance, you could need a banner image made for a Facebook group, right? And you've got an idea of what you want that banner image to look like. You can outsource that to some graphic designer in India who will do it for $7, $10, whatever it is that they charge, and it'll be done in like 24 hours. So Upwork.com works a little bit differently. It's more professional and it has a lot of coders, developers, things like that. So maybe if you are a really good coder, but you don't have a full-time job and you want a side hustle and you just want to write some code, some simple code for a portion of a website or a portion of an app or something like that, you can do work on Upwork.com or you can do work on Fiverr.com. But it's a really, really cool concept for a side hustle because you're going to be putting your skills to use. So if you know how to do graphic design, Fiverr is probably for you. If you know how to do other skills like consulting or, social media management or other things like coding and developing, Upwork.com is probably your space. So check those two out. How about tutoring? Do you know skills that people want to learn and pay you to learn them? Let's take English, for example. There are so many international people from China to the Middle East to wherever, even in Africa, who knows where, that want to learn English and they simply want to do it over Skype. This is actually very, very common. I know people that have done this actually in the country itself and actually over the internet itself on Skype. So basically you hop on Skype and you pretty much just teach English to people that need to learn English. You pretty much create a curriculum as far as basic words, advanced words, highly advanced words, conversational words. You could even just look up, information online and Google how to teach English over Skype, and you could probably just get free curriculum guides and create your own, setup for that, and then somehow connect on websites. I'm sure it's on Upwork.com, so you could get a gig teaching English on Skype, and that would be a super cool side hustle. Probably pays anywhere from, I'm guessing, $15 to $20 an hour, but definitely a super cool side hustle that's probably pretty scalable as well. So I would not count that one out at all. If you've ever heard of Rover.com, you already know what I'm going to say. Be a dog walker or a dog sitter or a cat sitter, whatever, right? So Rover.com offers you the capability to basically go in and take care of people's animals while they are away, rather than boarding them up at some place that's scary and not fun for the animal. They get to stay with someone that's fun, that likes animals, that enjoys being around animals, and basically you get to take care of a dog for a weekend and you get paid really good money for doing this, actually. So I've personally used Rover.com and boarded my dog with someone in a home, a comfy home with animal lovers around that really, really took really good care of Macy. You've seen Macy on the channel, and she spent several weekends on various occasions with someone from Rover.com, and it was not cheap, so it's definitely a really lucrative side hustle, and this is something that you could do continuously. So if you're at home or if you have good enough availability, you can be, taking care of animals for, a period of a week at a time. I mean, people take vacations constantly. And so Rover.com does really, really well. They have a lot of business going on. So you could easily become a qualified Rover.com, dog sitter, dog walker, or just pet sitter in general. All right, so this one's not like exactly a side hustle, but it kind of is. Teach people things, create a course. Basically, there's a billion courses out on the internet on pretty much anything, right? So you could create a course in, 10 hours and then market the course and sell the course to people through some Facebook group or just run ads on Facebook, I don't know, or find people that are interested in your course. Your course could be about anything. It could be about basket weaving. It could be about, sewing. It could be about how to, learn social media. I mean, literally anything. Like if you know knowledge on certain elements that people do not, and they're willing to pay for it, you could create a course and teach people things. And it's a really passive, simple way to basically spend some upfront time creating the course, market the course a little bit, get it out there, and sell that course to people and make passive income. Let's say you're super creative and you're really niche and you're not like the eBay or Amazon type of reseller, Etsy.com is for you. Now, this is one of the hottest 2019 side hustles. So if you have some sort of idea for really, really cool products, I know a girl who does this on Etsy. She creates these like amazing candles with like really specialized smells and flavors or whatever, and she customizes them by order and makes super cool stuff like really cool bouquets with flowers. You could create packages and basically just like do whatever you do best and create your products on Etsy, make your account on Etsy, and basically just sell on Etsy. Your side hustle could actually be pretty lucrative, because if your products become viral and people really, really like them on Etsy, all you have to do is basically just scale, make more products, and sell more and earn more, and that's a really, really good side hustle. All right, guys, so those are pretty much all of the 2019 hot side hustles that I can give you today in a video. I mean, there's a billion more, and you can research them all over Google. Just Google side hustles for 2019, and it'll show you exactly what's in demand, which is what's most important, because you want to be doing something that's in high demand. You don't want to be doing something fringe or random. I mean, I even read about like selling your own hair. Like, that's not gonna pan out. That's not gonna be a side hustle, okay? No. Make sure you're following the rules of side hustles, that it doesn't infringe upon your full-time income, that it works, that it's profitable, and that it makes money for you, and you will be successful with one of those side hustles. So as always, guys, smash the like button if this was valuable for you. I hope that you're already a subscriber. If you're not, smash the subscribe as well. I will catch you for sure on Tuesday with some more valuable content. I hope you're having an awesome Labor Day weekend as well. Check you guys out soon. Take care.